Je to tady, to, na co jste čekali celý rok. Valorant Champions, 16 nejlepších týmů Valorantu na světě. Sentinels GENG, první otevírací zápas. Moje predikce 2-1 pro GENG, ale uvidíme. Rychlovice. GENG byli první v Apaku a Sentinels čtvrtý v Americe dokonce. Přes bodíky, jo. A to nebyla hlava, ale... Meteor 1v3. Ještě není rozehraný podle mě, ale má Muffinovou krozer. Tak je rozehraný. Celý rok ty týmy hrály na to, aby mohl hrát tuhle ten zápas mimochodem.
Delivers it. Well, there's a reason that this guy is the MVP for Shanghai. Now the dash is active. They missed the timing.
Nice.
Straight to the back.
Nechci vidět stomp. Chci vidět, kámo, vyváženou hru. Edibek je nejlepší. Meteor nejlepší zatím. Další 1v3. Jestli prohrajou další 1v3, tak se slíknu na streamu. Jaký je one-way. Jsou nějaký dropy, měly být dropy. Nevím, se ještě zaplí, jak to je první zápas, ale jsou dropy. Dobrý žolotov. What? Já neviděl animaci přebíjení. Ukáž tu ten skin, kámo, to vypadá dobře bez těch healů. What? Jak dal 2? Jak dal 2? Rankery na PlayStation budou až zítra.
Ferrari peak in action here. 30 seconds left. Tap, hoping that the rest of these players are going to come swinging out of the open and at least it once more down to Meteor.
Jak takže on to má celý fialový a teď se to měl bílý celý, to měl 0 kg texture. Nice, vyrovnané.
Two huge kills there from Sentinels. What's the chances you run into the bucket here?
Aj. Patagot na shortu.
Handle to them, fault line into the corner as well, but you want to go into this one with a rolling thunder. It is committed, still as an orb and a snake bite in.
Dobrá utilita. Kde má nože? Kde má nože? Už nemá nože? Kámo, proti Eku mi neříkej. Ne. Ono wallback ne. Kámo, to bylo close. I staře příchozí. Čau, Pablo. Vyfísek. Vyfísek na Champions nechceš a 2 dal jednou ultinou.
That's ahead of ourselves here. It's only day one and it's only the first match. TENZ punishing the peak there. At least the all pick up onto Munchkin. Karon, he wants to press forwards. He spots the barrel. He knows that there's a kill to be found. We'll claim it. Double peak is over.
Karon, ale Karon zatím fell off. Karon byl vždycky nejlepší, teďko je takovej.
And without Munchkin alive, no Viper orb, C becomes much easier to hit. But there's always going to be that lockdown coming from Garage.
3v3 chat.
Not Garage coming from.
Is
that kind of placement just to make sure that it doesn't get contested? I mean, Sentinel's going to be pushed all the way up onto site here. Fall back into.
Finta skill ultinou.
Just about dodge here, second has dropped. This is disjointed here by Sentinels. The aftershock has to get used now. Meteor wrapping behind.
To vyšlo takhle clean. OK, má to turretu nějak divně šichmo. A to furt vidí garáž A-long. OK, tak ta turret, co má v garáži Meteor, tak je stará kill, že turreta je před nerfem. Akorát to má trochu jinak hození. by to fungovalo. Ok, Munchkin nemůže vyhrát na V3, GENG, ale nikdy neviděl. Lakírka! Do smoučku lakírka! Ani emote, emote! Emote! Nemá emote?
They've made every single final so far this year. That's an accolade that
not
many teams at all can even claim.
Benji bude jak do starých s Phantomem. Ale Benji jako nehraje, klid. Kámo, TENZ je takovej zvláštní. Oh! Káron! Káreček on. Za 3-2-1 teď klačne. Tím streamem. Čau Sandy, ale Meteor, trolling. Kámo, lakírka.
4 versus 4, and it causes that reaction now out of Sentinels, but they are going to be walking again. It's a Paranoia, it's a Nanoswarm, it's an orb up in their face. And again, the players are meeting their match. It's GENG happily able to just try and fight this one. Forwards, Hunter's Fury, though, that was the extra element needed. Black here, right from behind. Texture follows up with a shot.
TENZ má zaplý true stretch. Ale vlastně bude na moc killů, TENZ. TENZ má true stretch. Takže spechtili, jak to bylo vidět. Ale tím moc nespechtili. Texture 1v2? Jak za mladá! Čum, no scope. Weak players all around. It's all about this first shot. Oh! Needs a second one. Dash now active. Hey, genius. To je zasraný genius. What? You absolute He's such an incredible. Nejlepší hráč na planetě, jsem to říkal. Jdou do staku, koukej. Inside the cloudburst plays. Once inside of it, the wall up in their face. Sentinels cannot step past it. Oh. Valve dík za follow, Pafu dík za follow, čus všichni. Oh, on mu dal hlavu, kámo, ještě. A Shorty, Patagot, vyhrál kolo, nemá čas. A ještě umře TENZ. OK. Oh. Abys bych se mega podíval. Budeš brát Champions Bundle? Bohužel budu muset. Počkej, ticho. Okay, fandíme Sentinels, protože podle mě Ascent vyhrajou GENG jak nic.
BT1 je členem společnosti už 6 měsíců co
takže těžko říct. To vidíš vždycky, že spechtíš, že jo, kdo to má roztažený a kdo ne. Moc lidí to roztažený neměl. Oh, Sassy! Nemůže vyhrát 1v4, ne? Nemůže, protože nehraje na výhru. Molotov na backside. No na CT ten Molotov. Sentence! Sentence! A přecítil to, přecítil to. Týpek si šel pro TikTok. Ale fully tělička hodně.
They should have had that. A dash into sight, an amazing flash
from
Celsius to actually push them back just a moment. And TENZ recovers after immediately being blinded in the midst of
každý event je jiný mi přijde.
Left on the floor in a 2v4.
That's what Sentinels needed. They're holding this one steady, giving up most of the A sites. Rifles are swapped around, noise is being made. plan to not even push back here, so Karen will be able to get that extension into the round and got a feel with GENG. That's sometimes dangerous. You don't want to give them those options.
Co bylo za zvuk? Kamo, Karo, ten má vylepšený, ale já chci animaci. Já chci emotek. Emotek! Emotek! Dělej, kurva! Jdi udělat emotek!
I'm not sure which one's even going to be the game changer here, A or C.
TENZ going for the peak as well as Barrels pointing out, trying to bait a shot out. There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
Timing! Nazar! GG. GG.
We're watching a bloody repeat. He's opened it up and calls for the TP. Immediate pivot. Caron, he's straight there with him. Turret broken down into mid here, but the A site is theirs. Now with texture removing John. The mid avenue completely opened up. Uncertainty into the back of Sentinels.
Oh!
This one thick and fast.
Rivilek dobrý. Kamo, Sasi, ale v prime formě. Sasi mu sedí ten skin jak svině. Většinou. To dělá Aleš, že si normálně loknul 60 FPS, když to, ale... Když chtěl hrát líp, tak si vylokl 60 FPS a hrál s tím, aby se trápil. Oh! 2-0 pro GENG. Bohužel.
Sightlines of texture. It's given up almost entirely and it's put the squeeze onto the Sentinels player. They heard all that util. They don't know which way to look and they can't even.
To byl crouch jump. To byl crouch jump od toho, od ty Viper.
Hunter's Fury. It's panicked. It's offloaded. And desperation does not work out for Sentinels. Not this time. They did not know how to react to that.
Very nice pathing to bring out in a crucial round, and Texture's looking to close it.
And he's just showing his face. Right click, but followed up by Lakia. Second spot is the one, but nobody's giving him an easy fight.
Hraje to mega hodně lidí, plus strašně moc lidí, kteří nikdy nehráli Valorant, což je hodně zajímavý. To hrajou lidi, co nehráli nikdy na kompu Valoš, ale prostě to hrajou na konzoli. A to je jedno. Tady máme Champions tady. A je spíš konec hry. Nebo... Dobrý.
Around exactly when they needed it.
Free reign to clear the way. Space for GENG.
I think you're worried in that kind of spot if you break the Trailblazer.
Huge jet diff. Oh, je to tak, koukej na ten jet diff.
Snaps it to the cranium and there is the value. It had to come about through that sheer mechanical skill.
Caramel frappuccino, Pablo. Normální prostě.
TENZ has been watching for it. He refuses to get duped again.
There's a chance for the timings to be missed here, and which way is it going to look? Adjustment again.
Sentence.
Mirrored plays from TENZ and Zekken. Pushes GENG back. It just looks and lurks. Yeah.
It's the same again. Lurk up A and lurk up C at the same time. One gets broken.
Je to mega dobrý, Pablo.
Yeah. Trip broken. Meteor. It's got an open side for them.
Je takový sojový. Pro sojové kluky. Kafe pro sojové kluky. Nebudete přesně opakovat.
Sassy's going to have recon coming back online, but you probably don't want to wait for it.
And there's the first Shocky. Preemptive release of the debt, so one of the Nana Swarms is off. Meteor finds it, still traded. Caron.
Okay, comeback still alive, chat. Comeback still alive.
This is even going to be doable. Flash in through the box. Smoke is up in his face. A tap in his way. That's a bit of spam to follow up. Caron. And now a lot more to do. Spike being defused. Stuck fully in TENZ there. To defend him.
Putina, kámo, bych týpka seřval na rankeru, kdyby mi ji udělal. Ale GENG nejsou rankeďáci, teda asi.
Set up and execute the pin drop down, man. And TENZ has got to make a play. He's already found it, whipping it around. Meteor.
Tak GG, ale kaní ultinka z longu funguje.
A rifle for John QT. They're going to need to be handed a couple of easy kills, but Meteor will not
GG. Ani jeden emotek, mimochodem. Tak jedem.
It's not a good map right now for them. They have to come out with some miracles, and it has to start here with the pistol round.
Tak jedem.
They've gone for that double sheriff approach.
And a double fight out through
Chat.
from Tiles.
Fajtění mi jdu za defend na Sentu. Ale pozor, tady to... Dobrý nade. Deadlock v akci. Ten si koleduje hrozně, ten Sassy, kámo. A jdem, Deadlock. Nic moc. O, počkej, Zelsis? Zelsis Cypher? Oh. To byl huge kill.
Now walking his way through, baiting, Texture, dropping back and away, Texture and Caron. These guys have been difference makers.
Dobrý reveal. Actually, kam může se trefit? On se vůbec netrefil. Boronok si podle mě plete Sentinels a GENG. Ale hele, tohle je můj gameplay, ale to vyjde. To vyjde.
Bit of spam damage.
Do mainu.
Just through the choke point. GENG still going to get easy access though to that B site. So Plant will be online and inside for them second. Biding his time, hoping that somebody will just open themselves up. But as the doors drop down, Texture.
Oh!
You gotta be joking! You're not allowed to do that!
Dobrá videohra. Skvělá videohra.
Inside the cloudburst. Taking names. 4v4. Too much to clear.
Jaký je ofengle, kámo?
Crouched up. This is an unorthodox in terms of the angle, and of course it is. Rips them all away.
Don't remember enough what player development they've done too. Meteor was a bit of an all-aim, no-brain duelist player before he joined this team.
Certainly was.
Now,
Lakírka, to je můj chlap.
That's just right there beside him, all on the same page. Looking at plays together, they're aware of just any obstacles that might face them as well. You can see it just the way that they even approach rounds like this. It's against an eco round. A lot of teams will sometimes run it straight into a site, full disrespect. But GENG, they slow it down. They make sure that they can methodically try and pick apart what at least Sentinels are doing. If there were any concerns, I think, about GENG potentially being shaky and home soil and a home crowd. Listen, that was kind of pushed back at Shanghai when they were literally the villains.
A dobrý crouch nade. To zase to hodně udělal, ten crouch nade. Kámo, strašně dobrá postava.
Madrid, a crowd that was neutral towards them.
Shanghai, koupil čočku. Hodnej.
Team like PaperX, maybe even DRX at points to be that team, but about a crazy story from the beginning of this year.
Postečky dělá nervy, když to ultila každý kolo. Po předevčírem. A to je jediný... Oh, nice shot. To měl týpek životku, no.
Supers its way, but finally fading, and now a very deep lockdown is going to be used by Meteor.
Na rankeru to je jen z jinýho, ale...
Drone broken, slide tag, double faced up and out, but just missing the shot.
Are they even going to get out?
I don't know. Detainment on the three. Yeah, or three.
All three.
Time to hunt. It's time to chase.
To stěnou se probrat, ne?
1999 je členem společnosti už 4 měsíce. Kozel, ahoj, zavináč Santa.
Barely skirting away. It's going to be a comedic finisher around here, potentially.
Dobrý kill od Zelsise.
There's still time here for Sentinels to make a play towards this one, but second retake with the operator again adds another level of difficulty. It's all about how they manage this one as well. That late backstab that might be occurring from Meteor. Is it going to be caught? Zelsis sticking out onto the fuse, half already. He's brought that WinCon, covering for it over the shoulder. Zelsis.
První kolo pro Sentinels, pozor.
That's ridiculous.
The Sentinels have just won a round, if you want to talk about that. But they keep the Odin, it's magnificent for their economy. which could have been shattered.
Oh, revílek. To do marketu? Ano. To neměl zabít. Wallbang. Odin.
Sentinels, complete control of this B site.
Pozor.
Drop down and with the trip, alerting them exactly to where Munchkin's presence is. It's another round that's inevitable here for Sentinels, and at least that second one, Justin Flick missed, at least with the op.
It is inevitable.
It should be. Unless you give him the ones, we're blinded up, TENZ.
The trip is not where that shock dart just went for it. It's all the way close towards mid. Almost right where Meteor's back.
Co jim je Sentinels včera chlastali? Nebo jsou GENG jenom lepší? Kokonek! To zničí, ale tohle mi nikdo neudělal na rankedu. 4krát. Zeken je zpět. 4krát mě včera vyultil předevčírem a ani jednou to nikdo nezničil, ale...
No reveals inside, but jumps away with a right click second. He's on his way to an ace, but Lucky in his back pocket. At least with that Hunter's Fury, he's got that back.
2v2.
And policy, Caron.
A nemá reveal, nemá nic.
Going to be nested up, holding deep, tucked onto the A side. It's a difficult player to try and clear. And Sentinels now making a call to double up. They don't have a dart. It's 20 seconds until that arrives, and it's going to be too late if they try and wait this one out.
Není čas na tuhle ty blbůstky. Musíte se hejbat.
Games from Caron. Making them spam away, and they got to stick this one here, and they still haven't found it. Wincons.
On zabil svýho! On zabil svýho!
And there is no time. Ticking at this point. Sassy knows it. GENG with their fifth. Immediately. What have they got to even answer this?
Sentinels tam jsou kvůli čem s bodům, ne, že by se tam kvalifikovali. Aha, takže to znamená, že se nekvalifikovali. Tak nemá flashe, no. Kdyby tady Kajo házel flashe, místo toho, že tam stojí AFK deadlock na heavenu, tak by to bylo hezký. Zajímavý Lucy. Vyrostl prostě. A počkej, TENZ. Minus. Sentinels je právě vošt. Tak hlavně mají deadlock. To je strašný. GENG jsou podle mě favorit na vyhrání celého eventu, takže to nemůžeš mít Sentinels ani tolik za zlý.
Great adaptation from Sen. Surely GENG can't recover it.
There's no way.
I mean, John is stuck here.
They know where he is. There's now no swarm to try and clear him out of that corner.
If it hadn't missed, John would be a dead man.
And he has called for the reinforcements. 2 players ready to at least swing off of his contact. Dart is broken here.
Oh!
Finally delivering the reset from Meteor. Not enough.
To mysl.
Stack of players of Sentinels.
First time the walls in the
A to až za víc jak týden.
There it is, dropping them off here with an old command. It's going to be sweeping through now. Dart around to the side texture. Is not watched for.
Sentinels. Jo, nezajímá nějaký short.
You might as well roll out the red carpet. Plant down now.
Heretic, hrajou dneska.
GENG are ready. They've got the protocols in place.
Benji ryba.
There are signs of that util. Meteor holding it tucked up close as well.
To je dobrý zápasík.
Still up and over. Able to trade it.
To je krásný zápasík.
A full site defense occurring here by GENG. Nobody looking to try and repurpose out through A main. Everybody locked onto the sides here, but the one way they choose to fight this one. They want to hold it down, and again, this retake is getting more and more difficult.
A vidíte, či tak jsou na FPX.
Ticking away, Sentinels running out of those options. Double up, high low.
FPX překvapí. Ale pozor, to retakeli ještě. What the fuck? Jako za mě to ani nebude překvapení, jestli FPX vyhrajou, protože říkali, že John QT, že fell off.
GENG, we're going to try and go into this one. Fast tempo, increase TENZ, taken out, Zeken followed up to trade in sight. Only gets the one down, which was texture. Dart revealing quite a few of them. Locked down by Meteor, this is unconventional.
I like it though. You know, we saw Sentinels before get 3 detained and still win the round. They're in a 3v4 situation here though. And this should allow a great plan. I mean, this one also
Save.
if they want
Save.
to wrap around.
Very heads up.
Perhaps Lakia is going to take that option.
To doslova nejde vyhrát. Matematicky.
Around here, drone's going to be used again.
Tam má ještě Killjoy Molotov. Jeden nebo dva. Na bombě.
First piece of util for it, but GENG stalwart defense they've really cooked up here now that they've at least taken control of the site. Look at that.
Bárte, protože čekám půl hodiny, co půl hodiny, 3/4 hodiny na zasraný kafe, vole.
Sentinels realize it. Has to be that save, have to back away.
How many rounds do Sentinels need, even if they were able to get pistol, their first of the match, and be able to carry some momentum forwards on their attack?
Byl bych radši, kdyby bylo odpoledne. Jako... Mi neříkej, že to není reálný, mi neříkej, že to není reálný. Když Praha je nejvíc turistický město, vole. Čau, Alice. Já si vytvář, tam budeš ty za pár dní. Už mi volaj, vole, tak to je nádherné. Vteřinku. Dobrý den, Steska.
So much uncertainty, rapid into their heads. They spot the player, Texture shoulder just peeking out, and yet still squares up to it. The challenge is met. And now drop down onto the site. Options thoroughly opened. GENG having to take their timing with it. You can look at the peak timing, but still missing with the shot as well. He can't quite do it. That's the
Kdybych se nemutnul, vole.
not a chance. Doesn't stand it. And leaves it to just two. Munchkin is low. Could be an opening. Lakia will fall.
This is a movement in play. So doable for Sentinels. The health advantage is massive.
Now picking up the upgrade too with a rifle. Cam should be clearing at least a portion of it, but you don't know there's blind spots. Munchkin peeks. They know where he is. 4 seconds until the dart. Spamming away into hell. Just in case that reposition is there. That round towards the back, they spot the main player out, they're all falling low, and again it has to be Munchkin as that playmaker finds the one! Peak in timing, off of it, only 5 bullets left, but a tap from Sassy as well. It's all so unlikely for him, and he needs to hit the second. Time ticking, forced to stick it, and time not enough on Sen's side.
Gravnet trips, stuns.
Podívám se na pistolky. Zase!
Just gets barely the 2 shots off, not enough to drop care on. So the trade is there, but Zekken taking a cheeky peek. Up through heaven, clears that one out, and now has to be aware that there is that flank occurring.
Ok, já jdu do dogvolu, jaký má impact na tom shortu. Jaký má impact ta vola?
Make it nice and easy. Caron trying to at least split up the site. Create that timing and opening for Meteor, potentially there. He's already out though, and the players are straight through it out of the whip. Might cost them still.
Kosíte ty zdeny. To ty smoky, jsem tak říkal. No.
So Sentinels aware of this one. Munchkin is an off angle and he's got to deliver. Will do with the first.
Off angle.
Occasion is face. Preemptive spam will lay claim to a multitude of kills. And it leaves it just
Sentence.
up and over. Not enough. Can't overcome it.
Jsem čekal, že bude nějaký klipík.
To go into a B split.
There's plenty players ready to meet them. GENG tucked up to crossfire setup. Logs to the corner. Lakia has to do.
Nemáme flashe. Takzvaně deadlock místo Kaja. Execute bez flashu. Os.
Rare to see a return on those investments. Caron still locks it up here. Spam.
Oh. 2 za 2 dobrý, ale pro Sentinels.
Yeah, that's a major win for Sentinels.
Munchkin, there's a drone in his face. It's not being watched. Into the smoke. The awareness is off the charts. He doesn't go for the easy kill, but now he knows that TENZ is lurking. Not long.
Emote, prosím.
Again. So in misinformation, shot missed though.
Misnul, takže
it's quite a committed push. And damage done even
Nebývám.
Sassy, maybe enough to pay for the calls for that reinforcement. Caron instantly TPs.
Very good ult from Sassy, very good read to now go for an A split.
Hitpoint kompy, co máte v těch kompech, Donaldson?
Once more weapon glowing. This guy is on fire. Grabnet gets that confirmation potentially there. Flood defending in right through the back. Annihilation and clearing.
Oh, deadlock value.
Do have the necessary plays.
Co to je? Co to bylo jako za trou? 4v1. Já zase městnu suba. Do píči. Já jsem neaklimatizovaný. Na žádnou svatbu, vole, nechci. Jsem v píči z toho úplně. Kámo, ty GENG si z nich dělají dobrý den. GENG z nich dělají dobrý den, kámo. Extra.
One more round is needed here for GENG for their opening match of champs. They've not slowed down a beat. Up and over. Bladestorm in the hands.
GG.
GG is releasing.
Nebo?
Just absolutely unbelievable form.
Jako zase odinek.
Sentinels left to stew and simmer.
Knives back out though for Zekken.
Munchkin will fade away. Now Sauber back to the wall. Texture reveals his position. 3 left available to work with, blinded up Meteor.
Tak nic, a ještě mu viděl zbraň. GG. GG. Čekal jsem to vyrovnanější teda. Sentinels do lower bracketu.